Today I'm going to show you how to make my chorizo pasta that is so quick and easy and perfect for this Netflix and chill week. Brown off some chorizo and onion in a pan, and once it's crispy, add tomatoes and plenty of salt. Cover and cook till you have a lovely squidgy sauce. Slap in some cream cheese, cook off your pasta, chuck that in as well with a slurp of the pasta water. Mixy and dive in.
Here are my two top ingredients for the easiest, creamiest pasta sauce, and one of them is free. I know you thought I was going to say cashews, but it's actually butter beans. All you need to do is blend them up with your favorite flavors. I've used harissa and sun-dried tomatoes to make this one really pop. The free thing you need is a bit of your pasta water, which is full of starches that help bind and thicken the sauce into a silky, creamy dream. So what flavors will you try out?
Part 790 of Cooking Carbonara until I impress an Italian person. Criticism welcome, so don't hold back. We're going to jump straight in there by toasting off your peppercorns before crushing them. Trim and dice your guanciale, not pancetta, then get it into a cold pan and cook on medium heat. Scoop it out but keep the fat in the pan. Boil up your pasta in salted water. Chuck 4 egg yolks into a bowl. There's a debate if you should use a whole egg or not, but it seems to be an internal issue, so I'm going to leave it to the Italians to sort out. Either way, add 50 grams of pecorino. Add your cooked pasta into the guanciale fat and add your pasta water in with your egg emulsion. Give it a whisk. Mix it all together once your pan has cooled slightly. If you need to thicken the sauce, add it back to the heat, but don't scramble those eggs.
Let's make the viral baked feta pasta. It's super easy. All you do is add cherry tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, salt, and freshly cracked pepper to a baking dish and toss to combine. Then add a block of feta cheese to the center, drizzle with more olive oil, and crack some more fresh pepper over top. Then pop in a 400-degree oven for 35 minutes, and all you have to do is stir it all up. All those juices from the tomatoes come out, the feta becomes nice and creamy. Add some fresh garlic, some fresh basil, your pasta of choice. I chose orecchiette, and give it one last stir to combine. This was so easy, so delicious, perfect for weeknight dinners. Apparently this recipe was so popular from TikTok that they literally ran out of feta at grocery stores in Finland, which is where the recipe originated. I am 100% gonna make this again, and I really want to try it with goat cheese. Enjoy this one, guys.
20-minute dinner for 23 days. Creamy mushroom pasta.
Pan fry the mushroom without any oil for 2 to 3 minutes.
Add in butter, soy sauce, and black pepper. Saute together for 1 to 2 minutes. Now we're gonna add in our secret ingredient, dashi powder and miso paste.
Pour in milk or cream, mix together, add in Parmesan cheese, and your pasta.
Finish off with some fresh parsley. Now look at that.
I worked as a private chef for over a decade, and people would always say to me, "Oh my goodness, you must eat the best food all day, every day." And whilst that is kind of true, the truth is that after a long day cooking or a long night cooking, I want to come home and I want to make something super simple and super delicious. And this pasta with garlicky tomatoes and burrata is exactly that.
Okay, so today we're doing another episode of Lazy Meals for Students, and today we're actually making something that's going to be done in one pot, and by the end of it you're going to have enough food to feed all your flatmates, even if you don't want them to, because you're going to have so much food left over, you're going to put it in the fridge and they're going to steal it. It's as simple as that. So anyways, in a pan you're going to put in some shallots, garlic, chicken, and we're just going to season it with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and some onion powder, and that's basically the gist of it. Everything else you're going to throw it in. Crushed tomatoes, throw that in. Veg stock, throw that in. Cream, throw that in. Pasta, you guessed it, throw that in. And look, once it's all in there, okay, don't just walk away, go chill, have a flipping party somewhere. You need to keep an eye on it because it'll stick to the bottom. So you need to stir it often and for about 10-15 minutes, and then it's done. You're gonna throw some parsley on there, hard cheese, and you easily got 3 meals there. If it's one meal for you, you got medical condition.
tonight's dinner was a creamy chicken pasta, and this is one of my go-to meals when I just want something quick. So start off by seasoning chicken breast in some mixed herbs and garlic granules, and then just cook in a frying pan. Whilst the chicken's cooking, I boiled my pasta. When the chicken was done, I added some onion and garlic to the pan, and once that was soft, I added in a few spoons of the pasta water. Then I added in some cream, some Parmesan cheese, and a bit of Philadelphia cheese, and just mix it all in. Then I added in the cooked pasta to the sauce and just give it a good stir so it's all nice and coated in that sauce. Then I added the pasta to the bowls and just topped with some of the cooked chicken. I also served ours with some broccoli. But yeah, this was really good. I will add.
These are my creamy sun-dried tomato and spinach stuffed shells, and they're one of my favorite baked pasta dishes this year. The shells are filled with a spinach ricotta mixture and then baked in a bright sun-dried tomato cream sauce. I like to finish the shells with some extra sauce, top with mozzarella, bake until bubbly, and it's just the perfect comfort food meal.
We're making Tuscan chicken pasta. Let's get into it. Cut our chicken breast into chunks and add in olive oil, kosher salt, black pepper, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, cumin, and smoked paprika. Let marinate in fridge for at least 2 hours. In a skillet on medium heat, we're going to cook our chicken for at least 3 minutes on both sides. Remove our chicken, then add in minced garlic, sweet onion, and sun-dried tomatoes. Let these saute for about a minute, then add in tomato paste and mix well. Add in our spinach and cook down for about a minute. Mix in chicken broth, then add in heavy cream. Bring our heavy cream to a simmer, then add in some spices. Then add our chicken to the sauce and let simmer for a few minutes. Remove our sauce from the heat. Add in some Parmesan cheese and let our sauce rest for about 3 to 5 minutes before we add in our cooked pasta. And there you have it. Enjoy.
Why does everybody hate seafood? I honestly want to know. Anyway, let me show you how to make some creamy Tuscan salmon pasta. First, get you some lemon juice, your favorite seasoning, and some olive oil. I got y'all. Then sear your salmon for 6 minutes over medium heat. Now you want to butter baste it and sear it for 2 minutes. Now add some spinach. Be generous. We're trying to be healthy. Add some Dijon mustard, sun-dried tomatoes, and mix it up. Add some chicken broth, heavy cream, and whisk. Add some Parmigiana and some more seasoning. Now reheat your fish. So tell me.
This creamy tomato gnocchi is truly one of my favorite pasta dishes. It is restaurant quality with only 7 ingredients. It features a super garlicky burst tomato cream sauce, the gnocchi of course, and I love to finish it with dollops of burrata, some fresh basil, and cracked black pepper.
When I tell y'all all my friends and family said this was the best macaroni and cheese they ever had, because period, I must say so myself. So this is how I made it. Melt a stick of garlic and herb butter with some onions and some garlic paste. Once the onions are translucent, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. Once the flour cooks out a little bit, add a little salt and pepper. We are building flavor from the ground up. Add that whole entire carton of heavy whipping cream in there and wait for it to bubble. Meanwhile, boil your noodles with some water and add a little chicken broth. Use the seasonings that you see on the screen to season your cheese sauce and add all these cheeses. You're going to add smoked Gouda, you're going to add Parmesan, you're going to add sharp cheddar, you're going to add Colby Jack, and you're going to add mozzarella. Once you add all those cheeses in there, you can go ahead and stir that up. Stir it up with your seasonings and wait for it to get nice and thick and creamy. When the noodles come out, add some butter to them so that they don't stick together. Then you're going to add all your cheese sauce to your noodles and you're going to work it. Work it real good. Mix it all throughout. Make sure every single noodle is covered in that flavor, okay? I personally wasn't satisfied, so I added a little bit more cream and a little bit more cheese even after I added the cheese sauce, okay? This is the consistency that we're looking for. We want it to be nice and creamy, okay? Now we're going to layer. Add your noodles, and then you're going to add more cheese to the middle, and then you're going to add more noodles on top, and then you got to leave the top layer with cheese. It's a necessity. Then you're going to season the top of it. Add a little smoked paprika and a little Italian seasoning, just a little bit. And then you're going to put it in the oven at 375 for about 20 to 30 minutes and boom. I promise you, you ain't going to never make it another way.